Kelly Ripa is seen looking uneasy in a $1.70 puffer jacket as the live host braves the frigid NYC cold on a solo outing. In new photos obtained by The Live with Kelly and Mark, Starr was bundled up as she faced the bitter cold of New York City. Kelly, 53, dressed warmly for a day out in the city without her husband, Mark Consuelos, 52, on Monday. The daytime TV star in the United States kept a low profile while dressed in dark clothing and carrying a black backpack. Kelly wore a $1.70 Moncler navy blue puffer jacket with the hood up and a gray sweatshirt underneath. To keep her feet warm, she wore a pair of $150 gray Ultra Mini Ugg boots. Kelly looked down at her phone in a few photos, and in others, she kept her hands in her pockets to keep them warm. Meanwhile, on a recent episode of Live, Kelly experienced a major wardrobe malfunction that necessitated the assistance of crew members. Kelly's voice seemed a little off during a story about working out before a wedding. Mark looked around behind the cameras, concerned, as Kelly continued to speak. Kelly paused in the middle of her sentence to read an instruction for her on screen, which appeared to be via teleprompter. "Turn on Kelly's mic," she said, reaching for the mic attached to her dress. As he leaned over to assist her, it appeared as if Mark was the one who was supposed to turn it on for her. "Do you want to give it a shot, Scott? You're the guy," he said off camera to a live crew member. An astonished Kelly realized that no one in the room had heard the story she was telling. Kelly put it to the test by asking if the audience could hear her, which they couldn't. "I'm just gonna talk into this," Kelly said as she clipped the new mic to her collar. Kelly's original host, Ryan Seacrest, announced his departure from the talk show in February 2023. Since then, the two have had a lot of fun together, including playing practical jokes on each other. Mark told a story about a couple who were expecting a child on last Friday's episode. "When we were selecting names for our kids, I knew there were about 1,000 ex-boyfriends out there," he said with a laugh. The soap star couldn't stop laughing as her husband reached over and placed his hand on her upper arm. She laughed as her husband made sure she knew he was joking. Kelly went on to call the woman's choice a bold statement after Mark admitted that he and Kelly discussed all of the biblical names for their first child together. Kelly and Mark got the audience in the holiday spirit on last Wednesday's episode of Live by telling a story about their Christmas tree. The Riverdale star interjected once more, this time adding the word curvy to the description of the Christmas tree. Kelly agreed, saying, "She's curvy," but added, "She doesn't want you pointing that out. She doesn't want you shaming her size," the former All My Children actress continued. Kelly then responded, "Yeah, she looks good," Mark said, smirkingly adding, "Gorgeous."